Hey there, everybody. It's the news break from thefishingwire.com, where we sort through the latest and greatest stories from the fishing business so you don't have to. This week, we've got goodies. First up, big news from Skeeter Boats. For the very first time, Skeeter's offering forward-facing sonar as a factory option. That's right, Humminbird's Mega Live 2 is now on the menu, and it comes paired with Minn Kota motors, anchors, and the new XPLORE fish finders. Your boat fully loaded straight from the factory. Then Daiwa's new Lexa reel will have you chucking bait so big even your chiropractor will be impressed. Mark Mills is here to walk us through how this beast is built for muskies, saltwater monsters, and those of us who just like saying, watch this cast. Next, whitewater fishing shrinks your rain gear down to the size of a grapefruit. Finally, gear that fits in the boat, under the truck seat, or shoot, even in your lunchbox. Surprise downpour? Boom. Hero status achieved. And finally, because fall is on the way and cold mornings are coming, we're talking socks. But not your boring socks currently in your sock drawer. Fish Monkey has merino wool socks designed for anglers who actually put their feet through torture. Warm, tough, and built to outlast your excuses. Stick around. It's all coming right up here on the news break. Let's get after it. All right, let's talk boats, because Skeeter Boats is cranking things up a notch for 2026. For the first time ever, Skeeter's flagship bass boats are rolling off the line factory-rigged with forward-facing sonar. Yep, the Humminbird Mega Live 2 is now an option on every XR, Apex, Flex, Pro, and ZXE models. But that's not all. These rigs can come loaded with like a tournament angler's dream. Minn Kota trolling motors, shallow water anchors, Humminbird chargers, and the brand new XPLORE series fish finders. It's like having the entire Humminbird Minn Kota catalog built right into your boat. What does that mean for you? No more head scratching at the ramp trying to wire up electronics. You just launch, power up, and start fishing with pro-level clarity, real-time imaging, and total boat control. Elite Series Pro Brandon Polinick even said this is the exact same setup he runs on tour. And y'all know if it's good enough for Polinick, it's going to be a game changer for the rest of us. If you love hurling big baits a country mile, you're going to want to see this. Daiwa's got a new Lexa reel that's built tough for both muskies and saltwater beasts. And to give us the inside scoop, here's Mark Mills from Daiwa.
Hi there, Mark Mills from Daiwa, introducing the Lexa 500 HP and the HLP, saltwater, long casting, low profile reel. The Lexa 500H has a solid aluminum frame and aluminum side plate. It has a unique gear ratio of a 7.6 to 1, which allows it to be used for a multitude of different techniques. It also is sitting on 28 pounds of drag mix, and the line capacity of this, if you're using 65-pound test, is about 250 yards, and if you're using 80-pound test, it's about 200 yards. One other important feature that this reel has on the Lexa 500 is our Magforce Daiwa cast control. This allows you to cast a long ways to really reduce your backlash, depending on whatever technique you're doing, into the wind. It's a great feature that allows you to get a lot more distance and control in your casting. So grab the reel, the new Lexa 500 HP or 500 HLP.
Okay, how cool is that? And in case you're wondering about that Magforce cast control Mark just mentioned, it's basically Daiwa's secret sauce. Think of it as magnetic brakes for your spool. It kicks in during the heaviest part of your cast to keep things smooth and backlash free, even when you're bombing a lure into the wind. Translation, longer cast, fewer birds' nest, and a whole lot more fun. All right, let's be honest. If there's one thing anglers can count on besides tall tales and tangled lines, it's the weather turning on you. That's why whitewater fishing has a slick little lifesaver, the Packable rain jacket and pant. These bad boys scrunch down to the size of a grapefruit. Toss them in your boat locker, under your truck seat, or even in the tackle box, and you're always prepared for those days. They're lightweight, breathable, and built with waterproof zippers, taped seams, and even a storm-ready hood. Translation, rain stays out, sweat gets wicked away, and you stay fishing instead of running for cover. And here's a pro tip. The MSRP is $89.99. So at that price point, they make the perfect loaner suit for that buddy who always shows up with zero gear. Keep a set on hand, save the day, and maybe even save the trip. Whitewater fishing, keeping you dry, one grapefruit-sized bag at a time. And speaking of staying comfortable on the water, fall will be here before we know it. Those crisp mornings are coming, and when temperatures drop, nothing makes or breaks a trip faster than cold feet. That's where Merino wool comes in, and Fish Monkey has taken it a step further with socks built just for anglers. These are not your average hiking socks. Fish Monkey's Merino wool socks are purpose-built for the grind. Reinforced in the heel, toe, and sole, compression fit so they don't sag, vented where you need airflow, and cushioned where you need support. The Merino wool keeps your feet warm without overheating. It wicks away moisture and fights odor, even after those long days in boots or waders. And with 3 levels, the Guide series for hot days, Backcountry for cooler mornings, and Yeti series for when it's downright freezing, you're covered for every season. Fish Monkey changed the game with gloves, and now they're doing the same for socks. Because let's be real, if your feet tap out, so do you. From Skeeter's all-in-one tournament-ready boat packages to Daiwa's long-casting Lexa reel to rain gear that packs down to the size of a grapefruit and Fish Monkey socks tough enough to take on anything Mother Nature throws at us, there's no excuse to not be ready for your next adventure on the water. Remember, you can catch all these stories and more every day at thefishingwire.com. Come on over and sign up for our newsletter where we bring you the biggest stories from the fishing business every day of the week.